it's even an issue.
You
Okay,
said November.
Maybe it's done, maybe it's good, I don't know.
I'll look.
all right. How do you vote?
Kathy? Yes. Mike?
Yes.
I vote yes. Doug?
Yes.
Ed?
Yep. Okay,
So that one.
so yeah, we're gonna move on that one then. Where are we at?
Four.
4. Previously tabled, redo worksheet to reflect the contract and build an extra week in.
I think that might be handled by this new item we're gonna discuss down here eventually.
Yeah.
Am I, okay.
Explain what you meant by saying build in an extra week, your meaning.
Okay, so right now, so what's happening is, so the week is running Wednesday to Wednesday.
That's the time period for calculation, is what you're saying?
Correct. So their contract says that it should be it actually says Monday to Friday. And what's happening too is they turn their time, so they get paid on Wednesday, they bring their time cards in roughly about 9:30, right Ed?
Yeah, whenever we come down through.
Yeah, yeah.
Notice that time.
You know, which, you know, and then Sharon has to have them in by 2. Sometimes what happens is, if something happens and they have to leave, the 2 weeks are getting, we have to go back and correct, but the pay's already been done.
Overtime or
Basically
leave.
putting in a
But under federal
a
law,
holding week.
right, but under the federal law, we've talked about, you can't pay for, you shouldn't pay that day when they, because she has to turn it in by 2.
And they get paid for Thursday and Friday,
No, they get paid for Wednesday.
or Wednesday.
But they turned it in, and
Oh.
sometimes, like I said, some things happen,
Yeah,
not their fault, you know what I mean? So,
whatever, yeah.
you know, we would just like to restructure it, but in order to give Sharon more time in the office to get those, and if there's a correction, you know, if there's something, then we would be able to get that corrected.
By the time the checks go out.
Correct.
Every
Instead-
time, every
yeah.
place I've ever
Right.
worked held a check. Either if you got paid weekly, they held a week. If you got paid bi-weekly,
Right,
or, you know, every 2 weeks, they held a check. They held 2 weeks. That
so that way
way,
we avoid, so like I said, if something happens on that day, we have no time to fix their paychecks. It's, you know what I mean, and then it has to go into the next week, which then you have to remember 2 weeks. It's just causing a little bit of confusion.
Right.
And this way we thought we could, you know,
how
like,
do you
it's-
do it?
you
Where you
know,
work? They hold a week.
you get paid
Yeah,
like a week, like a week
Not a
from
whole
like,
week, it's just.
I don't know if holding
You
is
don't
the
get paid
right.
your first week.
Right,
Yeah,
You
Yeah,
get paid your second.
second week.
second
Right.
week for the previous.
Right,
That's correct.
that's, that's holding a week, yeah.
Right, you get paid for what you work, not for what you think you're
think
gonna
you're
work,
gonna
right?
work.
yeah. And it's, I mean, one, it would bring it, like I said, that the contract reads
Mhm.
Monday to Friday. It would
Well, it
bring
reduces errors in time.
It does,
Efficient.
and then, you
Yeah.
know, and it gives her more time to go over, you know, like I said, if there is a correction, if there is something, like I said, then, you know, we're not having to go into the next time period to correct something. You know,
Which would be easier on withholding and everything,
Yes.
Correct.
because,
You gotta change everything.
yeah,
Yes.
Right.
right.
Why not Sunday through Saturday? That's the way all the
That's- I
state
mean-
programs work that way.
Yeah.
Your unemployment works that way. I don't care how you get paid with your check. It runs from Sunday through Saturday.
we can, I mean, I'm just looking for, like, for the paid, you know, like I was thinking of the 5 days, but Sunday through Saturday works for me. Great, if that's what, you know, we can do.
Work out within the payroll.
Is there ever a case that they work weekends, Saturday, Sunday?
Yes,
Oh, yeah,
yes,
snow.
absolutely, yes.
Yeah, the flood, the
Yeah.
snowstorms.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Slip
which,
day.
which,
The slip.
which counts, yes, it
Yeah,
does,
slip.
so.
But you would be covered that way, and then if anybody's ever laid off or if their checks fall in line with the unemployment line.
That's fine, yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, that's kind of what we're looking, you know what I mean, like I said, it's just, it's hard that she gets the time cards and she has to hurry up and she has to get it to them, and then
They
it
turn
goes,
them in on Monday, you could pay them on Wednesday
yeah, I mean, that's,
for the last week.
For the following, but then you, yeah, you couldn't
Yeah,
do
it's
it and
just-
pay them for
They
free.
could turn their time in on Monday.
Yep.
You could cut the checks on Wednesday for
well, and like right
for
now,
work that they done last week.
right,
Yeah.
so what's happening now is, so the payroll company, when the previous board got the payroll company, which was in Wheeling, it switched to paychecks, and that payroll company is now in Maine. So everything is communicated and have to be sent to Maine, because that's, and then the checks have to be mailed. Well, the direct deposit has to be mailed.
So it'd be nice to get a local company that we could actually work with.
Whatever happened to that? Didn't you guys?
Yeah, we
make
have it
motion
on-
to do that?
Okay,
It's number 4.
Okay.
Yep,
But the direct deposit takes 2 days to go into effect. Like, you have to put it in, it takes 2 days before they can get it into someone's account. It doesn't happen in 1 day. So, you know, so she has to have it on Wednesday, like I said, because they turned it in on, you know, sometime that day, and they're paid for that day. If something would happen and they had to leave, then the time card is
That's the only
just,
place I've ever heard of that. You get salaried people, they go ahead and pay you like that.
Correct.
Not ours.
right. So,
We're just trying to fix it.
so we're just gonna, you know,
okay. So what are we doing? Nothing there?
Which should be handled in new business, actually, so do we have to remove it from the, okay,
No?
we ought to be able to eliminate it, so.
Okay, previously tabled item, water meter reader.
Rich went out today to read meters, so we're still good for a while.
We've had no applicants.
We had 1. We had 2, but only 1 was qualified.
And
Previously
we will call
tabled.
them in.
We were hoping maybe that we didn't need to.
Okay, for Rich's.
Yeah, Rich,
Rich's
things
situation.
have improved in that situation, so.
Okay. Previously tabled item, awarding of tar and chip bids.
That's the one from.
That's the one?
Yeah.
I make a motion, we reject all bids.
are you making a motion to read off the table?
Oh, yeah. Okay, let's
I
get it off the
second.
table.
I second it.
How do you vote?
Kathy?
Yes.
Mike?
Yes.
I vote yes. Doug?
Yes.
Ed?
Yep. Now I'll make a motion, we reject all bids.
I second it.
We already had a pretty long discussion about it. How do you vote?
Kathy?
Yes.
Mike?
Yes.
I vote yes. Doug?
Yes.
Ed?
Yep. Number 7, trailer fees. What do you want to do? Get it off the table?
Well, it wasn't on the table. It was
Oh,
just- we
it's
just-
under new, yeah, it
Yeah,
was
it's just under old business.
on, okay. It's under just, all right, what do you want to do?
The ordinance reads that the gas and oil companies pay us for the trailers that are on the well sites,
The one house.
the bunkhouses, basically.
Yeah.
What does the fee schedule say?
The fee schedule, and I looked at it a few weeks ago, says that you charge everybody. That whoever, if you have a piece of property and you rent it to a company that works with oil and gas, then the township gets $500 from them also.
So you just want the fee schedule to reflect what
Reflect the ordinance, yes.
Then I make a motion that we,
That we follow the
Align
ordinance
that we
Align
align
the
the fee
fee.
schedule with the ordinance
In regards to the trailers.
in regards to the trailers.
Now, when you did does your ordinance have the fees set by resolution? Does it say that's how they're gonna do? Because typically, if we do ordinances, and if we have the fees, we set out the ordinance and we say the fees will be set by resolution. And then you have a fee schedule. Is that how this one is set up?
I do not believe so.
Okay, then let me
How
look
is
at
it?
it and we'll figure out how to change that.
Okay.
You've done did you make a motion on that yet?
I did.
Okay.
Let me withdraw my
So
motion.
give me no, that's fine. Send me the ordinance and figure out how to do it.
Okay.
All right, we got a
That's-
motion? Do we have a second?
What's the-
Motion was to have the fee schedule reflect the ordinance.
Okay,
Right.
But we don't know exactly how to do that
Are
yet.
you sure it's an ordinance and not a resolution?
Mr. Sweat wrote the ordinance.
Was it an ordinance? Because for a long time, it was just a resolution.
I believe it was an ordinance.
If I
Tammy, do you
rem-
remember?
JD, do you remember?
I think, go ahead.
Tammy, do you remember?
I'm not sure.
For many
I
years,
thought
it was just
a
a resolution.
I thought it was a resolution, but I'm not
Yeah.
100% sure.
Well, if it was, I think that has to be an ordinance. That's not something to be resolved by the township. That's almost, well, that should be an ordinance, and then the actual fees could be set by resolution, because that should be advertised. You should have a public input on that. If you want to charge fees for something, that should be, if it's not already, probably already is.
I believe
My,
so.
my
Just next
suspicion,
door, wanted to see what.
my suspicion is it's a resolution for the fees in the ordinance itself. And it has another ordinance that it pulls the authority from. Because the resolution can't give you authority to charge people. Resolution can set what the fees is. The ordinance has to.
We
give
need
you
to
authority.
change the motion then.
No,
What he's saying is, let's just table it and I'll get
no,
everything.
you have
He's
to
gonna
make a
research
motion
it.
to have the
Okay.
fees match the ordinance.
And then you'll.
Okay.
research.
Give me everything you have, and if it turns out we
Okay.
have something different, I'll come back and report.
All right, do we have a second?
Hold on.
What is the motion?
The motion is to realign the fee schedule to reflect the ordinance.
Okay.
I second that motion.
All right, JD.
Chris, I
Quick.
don't think you were here then, obviously. If I remember correctly, it was 2 different meetings. What she's talking about with the trailer fee, the bunkhouses on the well sites was done by ordinance, totally separate meeting. The
Okay.
fee schedule, I don't even think was done in a meeting, it was done by resolution, and it was
Right.
not done in a public meeting.
Okay,
It
that's
was
what I thought.
adjusted.
That was by resolution, it was absolutely done in a public meeting, required by law.
Either way, it still needs,
It was
still
2
needs to put
separate.
together.
Well, that's what it should have been.
Yeah,
That's-
it is what it is, let's just fix it, that's all.
Yeah,
You know what? In your January 2 minutes, okay, it says, item number 13, resolution for fee schedule. Okay, so the fees were set by resolution.
Right, yeah.
We adopted everything that was in the past,
Yeah,
and I don't know if we modified any
we
of it.
didn't modify it.
No.
I mean, we were new and that's what we did.
okay,
Yeah,
good, well,
so-
that sounds like,
So we just need to give you the information. and-
Pam? Is that your hand?
Pam Kinski. I would like to know what volume of money we're talking. How many well sites, how many, you're talking $500. Now, if we got 30 well sites, $500, you know,
We're still gonna
that's quite a
collect
little
No,
chunk of money.
we will collect that, but right now, currently, we haven't received any money from a bunkhouse this year.
How much money you talking, how many well sites are we talking?
That there
Whatever.
are in Donegal, they're
Yes.
actively fracking,
Right.
none.
How many well sites are there?
In Donegal Township, I believe there are 15,
15.
but you only move in a bunkhouse when you're fracking.
In some years, Pam, we made it over
The drillers.
$30,000.
Yeah, that's what I think,
There's just not,
because
It's
I know
not
you
that-
have
It's not the
They're not
activity
staying
on
now.
site like they were.
They're, and
places where these
they don't
guys.
seem to be staying on site like they used to.
Well,
they didn't on the Jones pad, when they did the Jones pad thing, they didn't stay on site. Those guys left.
but still, there's approximately $30,000 that could be brought into the township.
Well, I don't know if that's
they're
current.
working.
Only if you
Probably
could,
not today.
only if you
Yeah.
could force them to stay there.
You
I
can
think that's
force
why
them
you
to
see all the
do it.
campers and stuff. 'cause
Yeah.
But you have campers and things that I don't think we're getting any revenue off of, these campsites. And there's some of them that, 50 campsites, I'd say average, and they're charging $600 to $800 a month.
Every campground has to pay.
That's
every
called
year.
$75.
No, and it's so much per site. So if you have,
$15, I think it is.
yes, but, so if there's,
So you
50
figure that math
sites.
out, we're way low on a lot of stuff. I
I,
think revenue could be increased.
I suggest you pass the ordinance that you gotta pay $20 or $30 a site, so they move to my campground in the high county. I love it, I love it. $50 a campsite, I love it.
Sorry, Rodney. No.
Come on.
All right, we got a motion and a second. How do you vote?
Kathy,
Yes.
Mike,
Yes.
I vote yes, Doug,
Yes.
Ed.
Yep. We're moving on. Heavy hauling application, this, we're under new business now.
Yeah.
Heavy hauling application for Oak Leaf Forest Products on Ely Road.
We're supposed to move in September 20th. Now, Midland is also supposed to work on Ely Road, and we're supposed to fix the slip, so I figure all 3 of those will,
Hit it on the same day.
pretty much, yeah.
Can,
Is that gonna create a problem?
We might have to push him off for a little bit, because
I would say no.
you
I mean, can we, or we can't.
can't,
What
but
is it, logging?
yes.
Can you get them done before they fix the road?
Yeah, that'd be great.
That's what I tried to get him to go a little faster. I'm like, no, how about like next week? But I'll see if I can get him to adjust it a little bit.
Yeah, because
Because
it'd be
Midland's
nice.
not ready, and
We can't have
We
it,
don't have another
and
issue.
we've had such an issue with that
we can't,
already,
yeah.
we can't have that holding up.
Yeah, they don't get the hold up Midland.
So what do you wanna do?
I'm just saying we'll okay it, but I'm going to try to work with him to get him to move it, and I told him that this was going to be an issue.
Why is it-
What-
why is it
wait a
an
minute.
issue?
Why can't, I mean,
What's
it's gonna be what it's gonna be.
Yeah,
They're gonna
it's-
do, he's gonna be there, we're gonna fix the road, we're gonna fix the slips. We just all have to work around each
Yeah,
other.
it's just gonna have to be a,
And that's the way.
Which
Which way,
make it
which
very
way, which way is he
complicated.
coming in, do you know? He's
he's,
coming in from the top, it wouldn't be quite as bad.
no, he's coming in from the bottom.
Well, he could go out, he could come in from the top, I mean, he
Yeah.
can go
I'd like
around
to
that.
too, yeah.
Or is he taking them off of,
Keith Smalls,
You got a motion?
Oh, yeah, he could come in the
Yeah.
top. It would be
Yeah.
better
Motion.
to
You
stay
made
away
a
from
motion.
it.
yeah.
Just for the safety of the guys working there, so
Yeah.
I'm second
All right,
Doug's
she's
motion.
got we got a motion and a second to approve the heavy hauling permit for Oak Leaf. How do you vote?
Kathy,
Yes.
Mike,
Yes.
I vote yes, Doug,
Yes,
and
No.
we have his money, right?
Yes,
Okay.
All right.
two is moved. It's going to 3.
2 is gone, 3 is up.
3 is just information, Washington County signed us a subdivision, but the only person that signed it was Washington County.
Okay,
So I'm just saying it's on there, but we don't,
we don't do nothing with it.
we're just,
We
yeah,
can't do anything.
we can't do anything with
They-
it,
They didn't sign it.
so it's an FYI kind of.
So they're
Do we
gonna have to
know
wait till
who-
next month.
Do we know who it's for, are they here?
No, it's for Strauss.
Okay.
They're probably not too worried about it with the road being closed.
Apparently not.
All right,
Do we need to contact them to see?
Yeah, we'll figure out.
So this is just a FYI to us, if
Yeah.
there was one, and now they're, but because it's not
It's on
complete.
hold.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
payroll company, okay, we had already agreed to check on it, right?
Mhm.
This is the bids that we got?
It's the quotes, yes.
Is your quote for Clark and Company include, all your payroll reports?
Yes,
Nine
And
forty-
W-2s.
941s, W-2s,
Mhm.
W-3s?
yes,
Okay.
yes, the McCarroll's, the W-2s were
What
extra.
about any of the pension forms, any of that stuff, is that,
That all is still done by Sharon. Everything basically that the old one did, but it was just cheaper.
okay.
It's just cheaper to go locally.
And Clark and Company is in Washington as well?
Yes.
They've been around a long time.
Mhm.
Yeah, so,
You familiar with them, Doug?
Yeah, they've been around a long, long time.
I
Years.
mean, I'm familiar with McCarroll, but I'm not familiar with Clark.
I think Clark's a little more of an accounting firm than McCarroll.
Okay.
And not that they don't do accounting work, but
Yeah,
I'll move that we, contract with Clark and Company beginning at the nearest, beginning of the nearest quarter. That'd be the time to switch.
I'll
Well,
second that
you have
motion.
1 month left of the quarter, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll second that motion.
Okay, we got a motion and a second. How do you vote?
Kathy,
Yes.
Doug, or,
Yeah.
yeah, Doug, go ahead,
Yes.
sorry. Mike,
Yes.
I vote yes.
Yep.
And, sorry, I was reading Doug's name and I was,
Not that it's part of this or not, but I think we need to encourage the, direct checks rather than writing checks here.
I agree.
Direct deposit, and we really should require it. Because if you have to issue just 1 or 2 checks, it puts a kink in the system,
Yeah.
so.
So Doug, you're saying as of October 1st?
I would like to.
You want to
I
make
would
that
like-
another
I would like to
motion,
make it a requirement that the checks be
even for everybody?
for everybody.
I did mine already, too.
Yeah,
That way it's easy, all I gotta do is write a check out.
yeah.
Back to the township.
I'll move that we, unless it's, if they don't have a bank account or something, I suppose, make an exception, but I would rather encourage direct deposit for all our checks.
Yeah.
Okay.
It makes for a smoother operation.
I think we only have just 1 or 2 police officers on that, right? You think that'd be a problem? You need a second.
I'm gonna read this back to him to make sure, you know what I mean? I shouldn't say that. Motion to make all paychecks direct deposit for all checks as long as they have a banking
Yeah,
account.
beginning, the
Beginning.
next quarter.
Beginning next quarter. With new payroll company?
Yes.
All right, we got a motion and a second.
I'll second it.
How do you vote?
Kathy?
Did you ask a question?
Oh, I'm sorry, you asked a question.
Questions?
You gonna attempt to move the payroll back a week or 2 weeks whenever you do that, or?
Yeah, I thought that's what we.
We can make that the next motion.
Yeah, we can do that the next motion, but, so we have,
I would just suggest we do that, you try to do that in a month where there's 3 pays.
Same,
so
just
these
saying,
guys-
switch everything at one time.
yeah,
Well,
but there's, yeah, you're right.
You have
there's
3 pays, because these guys are gonna take a hammer in 1 month if they go without 1 check.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
So you pick a month that has 3 pays, won't hurt quite as bad.
So his point is
We'll make another
is
motion.
Next
October.
motion, we can make
Yeah,
it.
but that affects your motion now because you're saying
No.
October.
Well, yeah, but we.
You might wanna hold it until, I don't know if October has 3 pays.
I don't know when
You
your
what I
pay
mean?
is, so, yeah.
Wednesday.
Or if September has 3 pays, or,
Right.
you know what I mean?
It's probably gonna be October if it is one.
Yep.
So it'll work
Well,
with
yes.
October.
Yeah, it has 3 pays.
So it'll work with October, so the motion's
Still
good,
okay?
okay, all right. Got a motion and a second. Any more questions? How do you vote?
Kathy?
Yes.
Mike?
Yep.
I vote yes. Doug?
Yes.
Ed?
Yeah. All right.
So now we need to make a motion then.
What do you want?
Make a motion to work in holding,
A holding week, or
however
whatever.
you, how do you wanna word that, Chris?
There need to be a cooperative effort with the
Yes, we need
labor
to,
unions.
Yeah.
Yes,
we need to be able to work with them with that.
I mean, they may have some suggestions of ways to,
Yeah, well then why don't you just make the motion to do it with cooperation with the union?
It's to
unions.
working,
Unions.
to working,
And then if it ends up to be October, if that's the 3-week month,
Whatever works
everyone wants
for
to do it, that's
Yeah.
great.
payroll and cooperation.
Does the direct deposit thing in there?
Yeah, that was.
That's the one we
that
just-
was-
that's the one we
that was
just
one,
did.
Yeah, so I
It'll
have,
be a separate motion.
so I have my motion to work in a
Holding
holding week for new
new
payroll
payroll
in cooperation with.
in cooperation with the labor
Yeah,
union,
cooperation with the labor unions.
66.
I'll move that, and we have a second, whichever.
Mike and Doug. okay.
Yeah.
How do you vote?
Kathy?
Yes.
Mike?
Yep.
I vote yes. Doug?
Yes.
Ed?
Yeah. Okay.
Motion set trick or treat is the same night as Claysville, whatever it is.
But we had a couple requests to look at doing it on the Saturday before Halloween. Only because then the kids wouldn't have to go to bed so early and everybody would be rushing around. But we also understand that we have to get Claysville to
And we always try to
cooperate.
hit the same night as Claysville. but it
Yes,
worked
we
out
do.
well.
So we'd have to convince Claysville of the,
That might be, if we take the lead first, maybe.
That's what I'm
maybe we
kinda
can
wondering.
convince them.
Well, so he has it to set it.
In
the same-
conjunction with
Right,
Claysville.
with Claysville, so.
see if we can convince Claysville to do the same
There
thing.
you
and
go.
we'll move it
Well,
there.
So, I mean, that's Doug's motion. I second the motion.
Wait a minute, what was the motion?
What's the
To
motion?
set trick or
We're
treat
gonna
the
coordinate
same night as
Claysville.
Oh,
Claysville.
just.
But trying to
Yeah.
convince Claysville to go on Saturday so that we all have the
Gotcha,
same.
okay.
Right, so we need to, call Claysville.
Well, I'll
and
tell you
say-
what night so you can bring your candy down.
Well, I
Yeah.
was hoping it to be opposite so I could go twice.
You just gotta be fast.
I'm not fast, I got a one wheel.
All right, so we have a motion and a second, and the motion is
To set trick or treat the same night as Claysville.
no date, no nothing.
No, I
just-
think it's just.
We don't know when,
We'll just do it the same night as Claysville and we'll try to convince Claysville
Yeah.
to follow our lead.
Okay.
That's what we're gonna do.
What if Claysville says next week?
Well, then we'll say
Yeah.
next week.
It is next week.
Whatever.
It all works
We'll
out.
post
We got a
it
motion,
on,
we got a motion and a second.
And
we'll post it on the board.
How do you vote?
Kathy,
Yes.
Mike,
Yes.
I vote yes. Doug,
Yes.
Ed.
No. Heavy hauling application
There'll be
for
no
Mark,
candy for you.
heavy hauling application for Mark West on Cunningham Road to fix small slip.
Pending their, money, they have to drop their money off.
wait a minute. If they're fixing a slip on the road?
On the side of the road, the edge of the road.
On a gas line.
Oh,
Yes.
it's off, it's not in our right of way?
No, but they need to go up the road to
Okay.
go to it.
Just say, why do they need a
It's
hauling
a- it's-
permit to?
It's like the one they did on Old National, but they already had Old National bonded. It's this, the.
They don't have this one bonded.
Yeah, they don't have that one bonded. On Old National, the pipeline sunk, and they went in and repaired it.
They're not working for us here then.
That's what I'm getting at.
No, they're not fixing our slip,
I'll
they're
move
fixing
that
their
we
own slip.
approve this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pending their,
Subject to their money?
Yes.
yes.
I second that.
Okay.
All right, we got a motion and a second. Read the motion.
Okay, to approve heavy hauling, for Mark West on Cunningham, subject to their bond money being paid.
I prefer you say conditioned on.
Okay, what do you want me to say?
Condition.
Condition on,
Approval conditioned on payment.
Okay, that works.
condition on payment, is that okay then,
Yes.
Mike,
Yes.
How do you vote?
Kathy?
Yes.
Mike?
Yes.
I vote yes, Doug?
Yes.
Ed?
Yep. Do we have need of an executive session?
Oh, wait, one more to add, because I forgot. The water line agreement with Range.
Oh, you forgot a new business?
Oh,
Yes.
we're still under new business?
I don't know if that falls
Okay.
under new or old, but I kept negotiating. I don't know if we're allowed to say what we negotiated finally or not.
If you're gonna approve it, you have to.
You have to.
Yeah,
Okay, well, I don't know if we wanted to go back and tell them we wanted,
more?
yes.
Why don't you tell us how we got to where we got
It's hard
to?
to negotiate in public, I will admit that.
It is.
Well, if you're not ready to vote on it, then.
Well,
Well, they would like us to vote on it.
Explain what they're getting and
So
how long
explain,
they're
yeah.
getting it for.
They're wanting they're boring, hypothetically, if this works out, they're boring under the interstate, and there will be a junction, I guess you would call it junction, that they would tap in with temporary water line, but it would be, it used to be close to the township's property, and now it's on the corner of the township's property. And they originally offered us $20,000, and they were going to give us $10 a foot. And we worked our way up to, they will give us $30,000 this year, and then the temporary water line goes away, then every time the water line, they need to hook up to it again, that year we would get $5,000.
What kind of water is running in this line? This is not
River water.
drinking
It's
water.
fresh water?
I'm assuming that it's the water, I'm
think
assuming it's gonna come off of
I think they said that it was coming from the
the
Ohio.
tank.
The river
Oh,
water.
the river water, yeah, that's
Yeah,
right, they did say it was
from the
river.
River water.
And is this line gonna be right next to the Wilhelm property, as close as we can get to it?
Mhm.
Right, well, there's a bank there right now.
Yes,
We're up against the bank.
It's gonna cut across the road, that's. the
And is
only-
that
It's
the
across,
one that we
it's across
talked
the
about?
road, but it'll be up against the bank on Wilhelm.
Right.
And they're gonna
I think
bury
you
it,
need-
It's gonna
you
cut
need-
across the road where we go down along the fence there, where the
And
guys
then
go
it's gonna
down
come
along
up.
the
It's
fence.
not gonna affect us.
They're gonna build
it's
over.
not,
Oh, is that the one where we were looking at the?
There was a picture
Picture?
of the tap. yeah.
Okay, okay.
yes,
and the taps are still gonna be not in their way, right?
that's what that was the
That's the
agreement, that's
agreement.
what part of the thing. But they would
How
like
do
us
they
to
get
vote
the
on it.
water? Okay. I'm confused.
Okay,
They're coming under the highway,
Mhm.
they get to the township property, there's a main there or a tap or something. Where does it go from there?
The Wilhelm.
Wherever they need to go.
or however they get it.
Into a truck. It'll go, it'll either go into a truck or go to a
Pipe,
bus.
well,
It's a
that's what I'm
pipeline.
saying, so they're
It's
gonna
5
need,
miles, it's
they're
5
gonna-
miles of water line.
they're gonna need truck access or?
No.
Okay, that's what I'm getting at.
Okay, there'll be a temporary water line that I'm gonna guess goes to the road, to Old National, and then under the road, and then up over,
Above ground
Now, that
temporary
doesn't
water
include the
line.
boring pit permit they're gonna need for under Old National.
no,
So they still have to get that,
yes.
okay.
So they'll leave the board portion under the interstate will remain there.
And then access will be
Pull the
through
other.
us. So there won't be trucks, it'll just be a temporary water line.
But every time that they need.
But
to
every
connect-
time they wanna hook onto that tap that's on township
Per
property,
year, they would pay us $5,000.
there'll be a line running across the top of the
Yes,
ground.
Yes, which I did not
Yeah.
enjoy,
Right.
and
Per
I told
year
them that.
or per use?
For a year.
Per year, because per use. I would have preferred a smaller payment every year. The township would receive X amount of dollars per year.
They're looking at a pretty long time frame from what I
But didn't they
got.
start at 10,000?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's bounced back and
Is
forth.
this line from Old National Pike towards Interstate 70, and when it crosses our property, is any of that going to be buried other than what's under Old National?
Mm-mm.
It's gonna be on top of the ground.
It's all gonna be on top, that's what I'm asking.
I'm telling no.
See, that's
Well,
what I
I
was
buried
asking.
it.
Didn't we discuss that they would have to bury it for the road, remember? Like to, so the.
I think
road-
they're not talking very much distance width of our property, at least down to where the railroad tracks used to be. You could put that thing underground, because the first time we put a hole in it, they're gonna come down for fixing it.
Are they gonna set up in the township area and bore under the interstate? Is that what they're wanting to do?
I understood they were coming from the other side.
They still have to have a hole, you
Yeah,
gotta have a
we're
hole
still
on
gonna have
both
to have a
sides.
bore pit on
I-
this side.
Truthfully, it doesn't really matter to me, because I think they will forever, in my opinion, when you go to an area like that, we've essentially sold an area of the property. We can never reclaim it, we can never reuse it. It's theirs and it's theirs forever, and they basically have a hold on it, and we get nothing from it,
Except the 5,000 per year.
except the $5,000.
Motion on the table.
So make them bury the whole thing, and make them pay you $5,000 a year every year.
I like
Yeah, I
that
tried,
idea.
I tried more than that, but that didn't work either.
Okay, we got a motion to table, anybody gonna second that?
I'll second that.
You know.
Got a motion to table the drain pipeline. How do you vote?
Kathy,
No.
Mike,
Yes.
I vote yes. Doug?
Yes.
Yeah. It's just tabled, right?
Yeah, we
It is.
just tabled it, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they need to do better, get it done.
Well, my thing is, I think we'd be better off honestly just tell them now.
They can move it on over onto Wilhelm,
Well, I think Wilhelm's complaining, and I think that's why it's moving closer and closer to us.
because we're not as tough as he is, or what?
Okay, now, we have need of executive session.